Shannies, welcome to Educating Shanny. I'm Shanny and I'm recovering from an eating disorder.
Hi, Shanny.
Hi, Danny. This is my husband, Danny, for those of you that don't know. This video is going to be a direct upload, and so I asked... Huh?
No editing.
No editing. This should be interesting. So I've asked Danny to come and play some background music since I can't edit this, and I like to have music in my background. So whenever he's here, I like to use him for music and cuddles. Yeah. Okay. So so today I thought it would be fun, not fun, but good. I wanted to do an eating disorder video today, so I thought it'd be cool to go back and answer just eating disorder questions. So this is going to be just an unedited Q&A, all of the things of the times of the places. Okay, so I'm on Instagram. Let me find something. Oh, welcome back to my back to school series. Back to basics. I used to do eating disorder Q&As all the time, and it is very highly requested, so that's what we're doing. And they're unedited, and I usually sing in between finding the questions, so if that comes out, just ignore it. I need to poo. And I really need to poo. And keep it in a hiding spot. Okay, so Smoldered Brick says, I'm a bulimic and I want to recover, but I'm scared to go back as overweight. Advice? Would I know anything about this, Danny? Not at all. I'm going through that right now, and it's very hard. I'm not going to lie to you and say that it's easy. It's not. It's not easy, even the little tiny bits of the pieces of the places with the bits inside. It's really hard, but listen to the people around you that truly care about you and truly have your best interest at heart. And also listen to you inside, like listen to your heart. And I have trouble with this every day. I have to like dig down deep and be like, okay, yes, I've gained a ton of weight because of recovery, but I'm not going to, I can't, there's nothing I can do about it. Like the answer isn't to starve myself again to get back down 50 pounds again, because that would just put me right back where I started, and then I would eventually start to recover again and then gain weight again. Like it would just become a vicious cycle. So I'm trying my hardest to listen to those around me and to trust them and to trust my heart and my gut. And I believe that you can do that too. So. By the way, if I've already answered some of these, I'm sorry. I'm getting these questions from like a month and a half ago, so I don't have a good memory, so I'm sorry if I re-answer things, but okay. Aves_crazy said, I'm anorexic and I don't look like it. Is that okay? My BMI is overweight and I'm anorexic. By the way, do you have any tips to do when you feel like just feel sad about your eating disorder? Thanks. I really hope this gets on your video. I love you, Shani. I love you too, sweetie. Yeah, I just re-released my video, Day in the Life of an Overweight Anorexic. You're going to get so many therapists and doctors telling you that it's impossible to be overweight and anorexic, but in my opinion, it's not, because what are you if you're, 80 pounds overweight, say you're 80 pounds overweight, and then you're starving yourself down to 100 pounds, okay, which, by the way, don't ever do. But, like, what are you on the way? Or even if you're starving to, like, a healthy weight, which would be, like, 150, okay? What is on the way? How is that not anorexia if you're starving yourself from 200 pounds or whatever to 150? Like, how is that not that? But technically it's not, apparently. I don't agree with it. I really don't. I've been anorexic and overweight so many times in my life, I can't even tell you. And that frustrates me. So just be prepared for that. You're going to get lots of different opinions. And also, just, you asked tips on what to do when you feel like you just feel sad about your eating disorder. something that I'll probably repeat several times in this video and every video I say lately, which is that damn it. I forgot I can't edit this. What was I gonna say? Shoot. Do you know what I was talking about?
I was playing, sorry. What were you talking about?
I was talking about... Do you have any tips to do? Oh, that's right. Okay. So, get out of your own head and serve someone else. That's my number one answer for any way to distract you from anything. Eating disorder, self-harm. To get out of your head, keep your hands busy, and keep your mind busy on somebody else and not yourself. Now the rain is gone. I can see all obstacles in my way. Temperatures on taken I'm waiting for. It's gonna be a bright, sunshiny day. Go to the chorus. Look out, or the bridge. What's that called?
I don't know, your music.
Look all around, there's nothing but blue skies. Look straight ahead, there's nothing but blue. Is it the same words over and over? Oh, blue sky. Okay. Valerie John said, did you see /hear Colleen's news? Let's talk about that. This was 5 weeks ago. Do you want to say anything? You want to send her a congratulations or anything?
To Colleen?
Uh-huh.
Happy Kid Day. Happy birth of your son. By the way, I called it that you are going to have a boy, so you're welcome.
We both called it. I dreamed it. My dreams are never wrong. She's never going to see this. Okay.
Is that to me or to him?
I don't
know.
To you? I don't know. Okay, spacehawk.jpg said, what do you do to prevent purging? I haven't done it in 7 months. Good for you. But stress has been adding up, and I think I'll be happy again soon. I'm getting weaker by the day. Oh, you think it'll happen again soon. I'm sorry, I read that wrong. I'm getting weaker by the day. So what do you do to prevent purging? Everybody's different. For me personally, I just don't binge. If I binge, I'm going to purge. There's no question. So for me, it's not a question of, oh, I just binged. How do I keep this down? Because I will never, ever let myself get to that point unless I've already decided to purge, unfortunately. So I don't get a high out of purging. I hate purging. Most people with bulimia like the purging. It gives them a high. It makes me feel like I'm going to die when I'm done, and my face gets all swollen and I pass out and I get really dizzy and I black out. My heart beats really fast. I can't breathe. I go numb. So it's just not as fun and glamorous as some people out there make it out to be. It's not. It's horrible. I don't know if that answered your question, but there you go. Okay, Blue said, why are you so effing cool?
I want to know this one too.
I want you to answer it.
What? Why me?
Because I don't want to. By the way, I'm looking at him on our screen. I'm not like, I don't know if that looks weird. I'm sure they...
I'm sure they know that. Why are you so effing cool?
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's see. Over the past 14 years, whatever we've been together now, you have overcome so much, and you've done it in such a way, bringing so many people along with you when you didn't have to. The cool people in this world are the people who are struggling and still bring other people with them.
I'm just kidding. You don't have to do this. This is making me uncomfortable.
Why?
I don't know.
You're uncomfortable? can't read that.
Yes, they can.
I can't. It says, I choose.
Honey, it's not backwards for them. It's not backwards for them, just for us.
Cool.
Thanks, baby. You're very sweet. Okay. You're supposed to play.
I'm working on it. Sorry.
Oh, I thought you were texting still.
No.
But you can if you want. I'm just saying.
I got it.
I'm trying to find eating disorder questions. I thought there would be more. Let me try YouTube. And we will just do the things. By the way, I'm at 86,984 subscribers. So that means I've lost 600 subscribers in the past 3 days. So that's fun. But I still love you guys, and that's what matters. Okay. I'm gonna go to my day in the life of an overweight anorexic video and see if there's any questions there. There's no questions. I should have done this ahead of time. See, this is great. Lindy explained the whole overweight anorexic thing in this comment. She said, according to the DSM-5, in order to qualify for anorexia, one must be underweight. Someone who meets the other criteria would be considered EDNOS, eating disorder not otherwise specified. However, EDNOS covers a broad range of behaviors, so it can definitely be confusing. I wish medical professionals were more sympathetic to individuals with eating disorders and addictions. Love you, Shani. Thank you, Lindsay. I love you too. Thank you for explaining that. That helps a lot. Yeah. I'm not seeing any questions. Oh, hold on. Wait, what? I'm so serious about what I'm going to tell you, Shani. Have you ever thought about sending this video to a contest? It's a perfect portrayal of what an eating disorder sufferer goes through daily. I've seen myself in this video. Although I used to spit to my image in the mirror over and over again. Aww.
That's sad.
So sad. Aww. And I'm sure many other people have too. It's so heartbreaking, breathtaking, real raw, and deserves a prize. Oh, you're very sweet. And you, dear Shani, deserve a reward, the biggest of all, being free from that hell, loving yourself for who you are. You are a loving, caring, and generous person. No matter the changes your body goes through, you are beautiful and you are worth it. Please love yourself as much as others love you. You deserve that much. P.S. Being overweight and anorexia is typically in people who have suffered some kind of abuse in their childhood. Same happened to me. I didn't know that until a forensic psychiatric told me after reading my psychiatric reports, and that I had been molested by my own sister. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Apparently the body becomes ugly in a way to prevent other episodes of abuse. Love you a lot. I love you too. Elise Charlotte is who that's from. Thank you, sweetheart. Oh my gosh. Yeah, the body becoming an ugly in a way is something, I don't know if I've talked about it a lot, but I used to, after, a while of being abused in different ways, I honestly thought that if I kept on eating like when I was a child, if I kept on eating and got bigger and bigger and bigger, then my abuser wouldn't want to touch me. So I totally get what you're saying. It's so sad and it's so real. Taylor Cherry said, I also feel like if she did these exercises, she probably could lose a bit of weight. Also, if she did the exercises properly. Thank you. That's fun. I know you probably think you're trying to help, but we're not to that stage yet. There's a stage in recovery. You've got to first get used to keeping food down, and then you can start focusing on a healthy diet and exercise. Yeah. But thanks for your opinion. Man, there's like no questions on here. Anya D said about how old are you? I'm just wondering if you don't feel comfortable, there's no need to answer. No, I don't feel uncomfortable. I feel comfortable. Wait, what? How old am I, Danny?
31. 30. You're not 31.
Do you really think I'm 31?
36. 30. 34. 33. How old are you? 33.
I'll be 34 this October. Yes, I'm 33 and he's 36. We're 2.5 years apart. Aw, Miss Quiet Girl, I haven't heard from you for so long. Said, hi Shani, can we please do a collab? You're my fave YouTuber ever, and it has always been a dream. I love you. I love you too. Do you remember her?
Which one?
She's the one, she used to make videos. She would wear something over her face, except her mouth, I think. Was it? No, yeah, that's it. Mm-hmm. So she would always wear something there because she didn't want to show her whole face. Like, it's been so long since I've heard from her. I love you, of course. Let's totally collab. Man, this is just full of like saying how wrong I am and how but it's also full of people like, wait, hold on. Aw. Sorry, I'm just trying, can you sing too? I can't concentrate.
Sure.
Oh, Awkward Turtle Alien said, forgive me if it's a silly question, but how can you be overweight if you starve yourself every day? So like I was saying before, in the beginning stages, if you're overweight and you start starving yourself, that's how. So.
Did they know the science behind that?
The thing I've talked about all the time?
Yeah.
Which one? Your body grabbing onto?
Yeah.
Go ahead, tell them while I look for a question.
No, I mean, you can do it.
Well, I need to look for a question.
So guys, what happens, especially with eating disordered bodies, if you will, to separate that from your mind, when you starve yourself, your body goes into survival mode and it holds on to everything. Now, you may be watching movies and stuff where people get skinnier and skinnier. Well, that's mainly because in those survival movies, they're eating bare minimum stuff. So yes, their body loses weight because there's nothing in the food that they're eating usually that has fatty stuff in it. Bulimics, or anybody with an eating disorder, eats anything, eats normal food all the time, but instead of processing that and losing weight or not losing weight, it grabs onto it and holds it because it's like, oh crap, I don't know when I'm going to get my next actual nutrient meal, so I'm just going to hold on to that to make the body survive. It wants to survive. It knows what to do. So there you go.
All right. I'm just not finding many questions. Let me go to. Sorry, guys. This is so boring. Probably. I'm sorry. I should have prepared a little better. Oh, I know where I can look. Hold on. Danny, you need to listen to this too. The other Emily said, how do you deal with rude hospital staff? They consider me a frequent flyer because of my mental health issues and my eating disorder. So With the time, all the staff knew me and their attitude. Oh, what happened? Wait, where did the comment go? What the heck just happened?
What did you do?
Dang it, I lost it. No. Hold on.
Oh, I'm nuts.
Crud.
Can Paul come over to show me a new toy?
Why are you asking me here?
Because it's in front of everybody. That way.
Sure. No, yeah. I don't feel like hanging out. I love you, Paul, but...
Okay.
Dang it, I lost that question. Oh, here it is. How do you deal with rude hospital staff? They consider me a frequent flyer because of my mental health issues and my eating disorder. So, with the time, all the staff knew me and their attitudes toward me started to turn negative. I only assume it's the same with you. So, I want to know how you deal with the staff whenever you do. I only assume it's the same for you. I wanted you to know how to deal with the staff whenever you do have to go to the emergency department. Thank you, Shani.
Listen.
You're a huge inspiration for me. What do you think
What?
about the question?
The question?
Were you listening?
Yes. And here's the thing. Let's just can I be factual for a second?
Yeah.
Here's the thing. The people at the ER or the hospital.
Not funny.
That's funny.
Okay. Sorry, go ahead.
The people at the ER or the hospital, they're there to do their job, and that is to take care of you and progress you to get better. Unfortunately, it's just like a mechanic in a car. When a mechanic sees this car come back over and over and over again, they're like, "Oh my gosh, we're trying to get this thing fixed, and it just keeps coming back with problems or the same problem," which tells me that the operator isn't doing what we're telling him to do, or so it's just a job to them. And yes, in that field, I do believe that you should have a level of patience and consideration and stuff, because that is why they went into that area of expertise.
But they need to have patience too. And
no, that's what I mean. That's what I'm saying. They need to have.
Oh, I thought you were talking about her.
No. As caregivers, I think they should have much more patience and everything. But just realize that
they deal with life and death in the emergency room,
but
death.
But also realize that when you get that same car in the mechanic over and over and over, your mechanic might say, "Hey, look,
why aren't you
I just want your car to work for you, and I'm telling you how to do that so that your car works for you."
Yeah. And
it's frustrating to the guy who keeps having to fix the thing. Mm-hmm. So that's their state of mind. I know that's their state of mind.
But also it's valid that you can't help these things. You can't help being sick over and over.
Yeah.
The other thing, I've talked about this before, my brother-in-law is a doctor, and he said that in medical school, he, out of books, thick books and books and books and books, there was one page on eating disorders.
One page.
Like, honestly, sometimes I get mad at them, but then I think it might not be their fault. They might not have been trained in it. They might have been told, get people to not do it, and it's dangerous on your heart and organs, but they don't think about all the other little things that we go through, all the other little symptoms that come. So let me find one more. Darcy said, "What is your favorite food if it wasn't for your eating disorder?" I don't know what that means.
What's your favorite food?
Oh. I really like Japanese food, not sushi, like the kind they cook in front of you on the hibachi grill. The cooked beef and the fried rice and the things. And the salad and the dressing they give you on that salad is delicious. What about you, babe?
Cheez-Its. Toasted Cheez-Its.
Extra toasty.
Yeah.
Is that what they're called? Yeah.
Just toasted.
There's a box over there looking at it right now. Amina Reed said, "Can you see an improvement in your eating disorder and anxiety, etc. over time?" So this is a hard time to ask me as far as anxiety goes. I've been having multiple anxiety attacks a week, sometimes 2 a day. It's been really bad lately, and I don't know why. But yeah, I mean, Danny will tell you. He lives with me. He sees it. So, did you hear the question? Are you sure? What was it?
How do you, she's definitely progressing.
Yeah.
You know, she is.
It does take time. For some people, it takes longer time.
It takes a long time. I mean, this is a well-learned, well-trained, well-rehearsed production, if you will, that she has been performing for decades, you know? And especially in Shannon's case, when it starts so young, I mean, that time of your life when your brain's still developing and your body's changing, all that kind of crap, that's a permanent marker on that piece of paper that you're working on is in your life, you know? Boy, I'm all about metaphors today, aren't I?
You always are. That's your thing.
So does that make sense? Like that's a permanent mark on your ledger, if you will, because that's the time when everyone's trying to figure out what they're going to be in life, and when you're trained to do that over and over and over because you're just trying to survive, and you don't know any better. No, especially back then, you know, when we were kids growing up, we didn't know any better. Parents didn't know any better. I have ADHD really bad.
And dyslexia.
Mom and Dad could have totally taken care of it if we even knew what the heck it was back then. This is 1980, 82, 84, whatever the case is. You know, there wasn't anything called ADHD.
Well, there was. It just, you never heard of it. Obviously, it
just
existed.
Called, hey, your kid's really wired and he has a hard time focusing. And
he eats too much sugar.
Yeah, and good luck or whatever. That's what they didn't even know about it back then. So luckily, these days, we're bringing a lot more light to this kind of stuff so that this generation and future generations can understand, like, whoa, what is this doing to me? What is this going to do to me?
I want to read this because...
So yes, progression.
I want you to like mix it in with this because Amy Hemming said, so there have been times that I've gotten the urge to binge and purge, but I end up not doing it because I don't want to get in trouble. And since I don't, I always feel really guilty and I'm not happy after that. Do you have any advice or anything to help deal with this? So when I first read this, I read it the opposite way in my head because I can tell you that a few years ago I felt how you did, where if I was so tempted and then I didn't go through with it, it would bother me and I would be down and it would not go away until I binged and purged to cover up that I didn't do it that one night or whatever. And then I would feel guilty if I didn't do it. And these days, again, living proof, it will happen for you. These days, I get more of an urge to not binge and purge, and I have to fight against the urge. And then if I give in to binging and purging, then I feel guilty. So that's kind of cool. Like, before, if I had given in, it would have felt better to me. It would have felt comforting. I would have felt like me again. But now if I give in, I feel guilty and I feel sad and I feel disappointed in myself. So, yeah, I don't remember how I wanted you to tie that in, but it's just amazing how it can change, and it will do. Yeah. Like, it will come. Just don't give up. That's
the thing. That's the key thing that Shannon has always not only struggled with, but continued to do, is don't give up. Ever. And you're going to want to.
Don't you ever give up.
You're going to totally want to.
Some of us every day.
Sometimes you might. But it's a daily thing, guys. It's a daily deal. But you can do it. Shannon's living proof that you can do it.
Thanks, babe.
Oh,
okay,
Dan. Sorry.
This is the last question. You're going to help me answer this. Okay. Maddie Pop XX said, how do you maintain a healthy, intimate relationship with a poor self-body image and past traumas? Struggling recently. Love you guys. Why don't you take off your glasses for this one so we can see your eyes. So how do I deal with past trauma?
How do you deal with that?
Intimate with Danny. So for me, it's hard because we really should just make this a whole video. I opened this gate a long time ago. I've been trying to close it somewhat. I still think it's okay to talk about sex and talk about sex in a marriage, but as far as like the personal things that we go through together. I don't want to share that, but I opened a box a long time ago when I first started YouTube that I shouldn't have. Maybe, I don't know, maybe I should have. I know it did help a lot of people, but it also set me up for a lot of harsh, really, really rude people. But I said how at the time we had been married for 13 years and we had actual intercourse about 10, 15 times, maybe, if that. So fun
12.
for him. Oh, 12. Sorry, he kept me up. So wasn't that so fun?
Super fun.
So I opened that up because I wanted people out there to know that they're not alone, and just like the reason I talk about anything on here, I want you to know that you're not alone. But lately things have been getting a little better, and we have our ups and downs. Yeah. So I was going to say, though, that for me, and maybe it's probably this for you too, I'm dealing with like a double problem. Like I'm dealing with PTSD from being sexually abused, and I'm dealing with an eating disorder that tells me that I'm way too fat and way too ugly for him to see me naked or anything like that. And I'm also dealing with health problems that make me really weak and not able to do a lot. Do you want to say anything? I don't know what else to say.
Keep going,
it
you're
sucks
fine.
and it's hard. I think it's obviously probably harder on him, but it's extremely hard on me to know that I'm hurting him on the times that I can't do it. So
Eating disorders, and especially self-image issues, are going to be hard on any relationship.
mm-hmm.
Friendships.
Yeah, non-sexual ones. Even.
Yeah, I mean, it's so yeah. So if you start at, let's say, the lowest of just being friends, and they're having a problem with that, what do you think that's going to do to a fully fledged marriage? It's still going to be the same deal. Like those issues that somebody might be dealing with, even in just a normal friendship, of I don't even want to go out tonight or whatever because I don't feel like this, to a friend, like you might be saying. That's 10 times the amount when you're married. I don't even want to leave the room, or I don't even want to change, you know what I mean? It's just, it's amplified almost when you're married. And that's, I think we talked about this a couple weeks ago or a week ago. Somebody asked a question of how do you deal with as a
Oh, when we did Married to an Eating Disorder again?
Yeah, Married to an Eating Disorder one. And that's a discussion and a... What are you doing?
My knee.
Oh, ow, dang.
Okay. Keep going.
Sorry, so that's a discussion and a constant choice you all have to make with each other in a relationship, you know? And this is kind of shooting myself in the foot, but I'm going to say it because it's true. If your relationship is based on just intimacy and all of that stuff, maybe want to check on...
Like physical intimacy.
Yeah, maybe want to check on how well that relationship actually is. Because I will be 100% honest, while my mortal body wants all that extracurricular physical stuff all the time, mentally...
Extracurricular.
Do you want me to say it rudely?
No, it's just cute. I've never heard you say that.
Wow.
Or extracurricular bedroom activity.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
Sex.
Sorry, that just was really cute. I'm
Okay.
sorry.
No, you're fine.
I'll
It's
shut
fine. Yeah, it can be cute, right? Mentally and spiritually, you guys need to have a much better relationship than just the physical part. Because if it's just physical, whether it be eating disorder holding you back or just plain time, all that kind of goes away. And there's better be something there to take its place, like your actual relationship and talking and knowing each other and all that good stuff. Because it's just physical, then it's just physical. So.
Was my lens dirty this whole time? Does it look weird to you?
No. Well, there's no point cleaning it now.
I know. I'm just
Yeah.
curious. Sure was. Sorry.
Oops.
So I guess
there's my 2
just
cents.
be patient with yourself, and hopefully you have a partner who's patient. And It's really not all about sex. I see this all the time. People will talk about how you cannot be happy. You cannot have a good marriage without sex. You can't have a good relationship without sex. We're living proof that you can. But that doesn't make it okay to not do it, because as I'm starting to learn, maybe this will help you. I'm getting there very, 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 very slowly, right? Extremely slowly, but I am getting there. But my biggest thing is that I'm trying to learn how, I'm trying to find how sex connects people in like any other way except just sex. Like, how does this make people feel loving? How does it make them feel spiritually connected? How does it make them feel mentally and emotionally connected? Like, I can't seem to grasp that yet. I'm starting to a little bit. Like, I'll see it here and there, but most of the time, and that's a problem. That's probably one of my biggest problems. So I'm guessing it's probably the same for you. I don't know. But if you've been sexually abused, of course sex is going to look like
I have a metaphor.
A disgusting thing to you, because that's how you know it. And so when you go to have sex with a partner who actually loves you, you're like, wait, are they going to hurt me? Are they going to rape me? Are they going to touch me inappropriately when I don't want them to? So like, that makes total, so keep that in mind. That makes sense. What were you going to say?
I was saying I have a metaphor for it, but you explained it, so don't worry about it.
No, go for it.
No, it's okay.
We'll end on your metaphor.
I don't know if it's even going to work now, but...
Wait.
So, imagine, since we're all talking about food and good stuff like that, you got a favorite food, okay? Let's say Jell-O, for fun. Okay? You got a big bowl of Jell-O. You, as a non-sufferer from this, love Jell-O. Jell-O's the best thing ever, right?
Wait, are you calling me Jell-O?
No, I'm calling sex Jell-O.
You were about to
No, sex is...
compare
Jell-O is the
Jell-O
intimacy.
sex to me, which
No.
means you called me Jell-O.
No, can I call you Jell-O? Because that's kind of cute.
It is kind of cute.
So,
You
maybe.
can call me Jell-O.
Anyway,
I like it.
Jell-O is the intimacy in sex. There are people who love it. Again, this kind of goes back to the starting. Her first bowl of Jell-O had dirt in it. It was ruined. And her opinion of Jell-O is like, what the heck? Why do people like this? It's dirt and it's doesn't taste good and it's just nasty, right? So when those two things, dude, I love Jell-O, and you're like, no, Jell-O is wrong and nasty and gross, and I don't like it at all. So with that metaphor, be understanding that there's that as non-sufferers, we have to be accepting of the fact that maybe people don't like Jell-O. They can learn to like it, though, if you show that if you serve it appropriately. Oh, there we go.
Put some whipped cream on
No
top.
dirt in there. Yeah, put some whipped cream on there. Go slow. Here's a little bit. Here's a little bit, right? Here's a little bit.
Give a little bit of my love to you.
Da-da-da-da.
Give a little bit.
I don't even know the words
Give a
of the
little
song.
bit of Jell-O to you.
Ba-dam-ba-dam. Oh.
Does anyone know the words? If it's in...
Oh man, your hair is messed up. You better just do this all over again.
Shut up. It's time to wash my hair. That's what I am obsessing over it, because it's very much time.
Oh, that's good.
This is 3 work. Shut up. Okay. All right, so thanks for watching this, guys. I'll see you tomorrow for a video on self-harm, and it's going to be a good one, so be sure to watch. And thank you so much for your support, and I'm having so much fun and so much anxiety with this series that I've been doing. So
But it's been fun, though. And
Yeah,
you've been doing a really good job.
It's been really easy. Why are we yellow? What is...
Yeah, why are we yellow?
Oh? That's better. Was it like that the whole time?
I don't
wasn't
know.
paying
I've had the sunglasses
Sorry
on,
if it
so
was. Okay.
I don't know.
All right. I love you guys, and I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks, babe, for being here and helping
Anytime.
me. And remember forever and always that you are beautiful.
You're worth it.
And I am too. Thank you for watching. Bye. Love you.